And we are live. Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, happy time zones wherever you might be. I'm Emma and welcome back to the House of Hubris here on twitch.tv/Saracent. Welcome back to DEATHLOOP. Where we continue to be having a bad day and it will continue to be the same bad day forever. Last time we found a machine that let us pump ourselves full of weird time-shifted material that would let us keep stuff across loops. We hung around until Juliana got herself killed, and then got a free slab out of it, which we've since bound to ourselves across loops, so that's neat. Now we can teleport. We did a bunch of kicking around in, what's it called, Culve Bay. Did a quiz, didn't quite pass. Colton the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Yep, that they went away from that for, you know, character limit reasons. And yeah, should we just get back into it? So yeah, I was getting very hung up last time that I couldn't find the garbage disposal and follow up on this one lead. But honestly, I was reflecting on this afterwards, and it's possible I couldn't even get in at that time of day, because the maps are going to change across the time periods. But also, I need to look at this differently, because even if you're not, like, successfully hunting a visionary, every run is getting you information, it's getting you resources in the form of residuum or weapons. So, yeah, if there's one thing we learnt from Rogue Legacy 2 is that there's nothing wrong with doing a farm run, and occasionally the farm run will be the one that actually makes progress. So we're just going to keep gathering information and throwing ourselves into situations headfirst. As I do so well here. At some point we will have to stop and reflect and perish the thought plan, but it is not this day. Yes, and we learned that we could probably get an easy kill on Wenji by using their stupid system controls to lock all of her clones in a building together and asphyxiate them, so that's neat. And yeah. I don't know whether to push the that as a war crime button for that, because it's like, is it, or is it just like cruel and unusual punishment / crime against humanity in general? Wow, I always forget how long this game takes to load up. You think it's a war crime? That also legally depends on if clones have rights. I mean, they're not clones. They're versions of... They're like the real version of herself from different timelines all squidged together into one timeline. Which is probably even more of a legal minefield, but from a very real standpoint, they are all the real person. Okay, here we are. Ah yes, we were going back to Oakdown.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
Oh yeah, you and he have plenty in common.
Friendship is a beautiful thing, Juliana. You should try it sometime.
I have so many friends, Colt, and we all think you suck.
And I don't think you're great either.
But yes, now we can teleport. So that's neat. Okay, before I open the door and get started, so, what are our leads here? Charlie Montague. Cut out half his brain and put it into a computer. So he's got the shift slab, so that I could use that to upgrade my shift slab. Calling out my lawyer friend. Okay, so theoretically, let's say we're in the state of California and stuck in a time loop. Well, I mean, this very much doesn't seem to be in California. I would go Northern Europe. So there's a whole question of jurisdiction there. So yeah, we have to go and gatecrash Charlie's game. And what's up this one? There's a locked cargo container by the bay. I don't remember that. I like that it tells you when you can access it. Okay, let's... Yeah. Hello. We were never here. Everything is fine. Never surrender. Wasn't planning on it, but thanks. You saw nothing. Oh, apparently you did see something. Well, now you can't see anything. I should probably have this in my hand just in case. Although actually, maybe I want to be able to teleport. Relax. I should probably be moving with some kind of plan, but at the same time, you know me, I just vibe through the space. See what happens. Go around? Sure, I could do that. Or I could not bother. Smash their machines. Sounds like exactly the kind of thing I do well. All the marketing copy says it's in the Dishonored world, but that doesn't help me determine jurisdiction at all. Maybe when I get around to playing the Dishonored games, that will clear things up. Like Reef Island off the coast of Tivia. Oh, I didn't know this was actually canonically just in the future of Dishonored. Interesting. It's Darcy Square. I don't know if it's in the future of Dishonored, just that it shares the universe. I mean, it's quite... Yeah, I suppose the universe could have multiple places at different levels of development. Will you stop throwing firecrackers? It's disturbing the general peace. And now you will never disturb the peace again. Although the fact that I can still hear talking worries me. I may have missed somebody. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of people over there. Wait a minute. I'm not actually tracking these leads. There's your problem. I was wondering why I didn't really have a way to go to my objective. Right, there's another person there.
Something's cooking in that building over there. Smells well done.
This legal system sounds like a mess. I mean, most of the things here is a mess. Or, you know, a sentence like that, but grammatically correct. Okay, can your other friend turn around? Thank you, goodbye. Oh no. That's bad.
Visual ID on target.
Okay, this... Yep. Time to reprise. Time to go get our residuum. Nothing to celebrate? Fair. Might not technically be a war crime if the time duplicates are considered citizens of Black Reef and people committing the crime are considered part of the power structure. But, yeah, crimes against humanity is a fair compromise to not spend all day worrying about this. I just killed you, didn't I? Are you... Yeah. You're not the person I just killed? What's my spiker? Come on, spiker. Spiker some spiking. Oh, they all heard that.
Oh, that's not good. Someone there? Hello?
Better not be
Hello?
Colt.
Or actually, is machete better here? Just lay in wait and machete murder. Oh no. Thought I had teleport equipped. Didn't. Yeah, war crime would have to be an actual opposing military power, not just a representative of the same power structure. Yeah, well, how many firecrackers do you have, and why do you need all of them? Ooh, holographic? Yeah, that's what our corpse looks like. Okay, I don't have any reprises left, so I should probably be careful here, at least until I get my residuum back. It wasn't a lot, but it wasn't nothing. Oh, well, I suppose technically on that one it was nothing. Yeah. You cannot see me. Everything is fine. Do I just take the assassination and trust in attrition at this point? At least this time I will have teleport on. Yeah, there don't seem to be that many of them left. And now there's one less. Oh, see, that one didn't even notice. Grab these trinkets. Probably gonna melt them. Okay, there you go. There's the residuum we had, and technically we've made a profit of 1. And a fizz bang boom to you too, voice in my head. Slash messages in my eyes. There's a person there. You know how to fix this? You can, only you. That sounds like honestly delusive thinking, but sure, let's go with it. Let's drop into this bakery. See if our day can be improved by a croissant. Anything good here? Nope. Well, I mean, the pop is good, just not what I need right now. Wow, that sounds like I'm trying to break up with the pop.
Big heads now.
You're talking to somebody, aren't you? This is probably a bad idea. No? Okay. Just talking to yourself to freak me out. Got it. Could grab a Strelite 50/50 if I wanted to make all the noise in the world.
Try to get past me. Oh, I dare you.
Where's this person who's daring me to try and get past them? The real question is it working what? Talking to yourself to freak me out? Yeah, please, that's my secret, Cap. I'm always freaked out. And by secret, I mean everybody knows this. Now you want croissant? Well, like, are you in a position where you could obtain croissant? Because if so, you're welcome, and if not, I apologize. don't know if I'm meant to be going into the library, but also there's a glowy line I could be following. And, you know, we all know that I'm basically a house cat. Grocery store near me sells the type of croissant the French would consider a war crime. I mean, I eat lactose-free croissants, so same. My French degree gave me a license to immediately stop caring what the French as a people would think at any given point. Sometimes you just have to not care about the French. What do they use for the fat between the layers? I don't know. I haven't asked, and frankly, I think I'm going to keep it that way. I could look at the ingredients, but I don't think we have any in at the minute, and also I don't want to. Some resi there. Suck all the resi off this cattle. I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but you can't really "that's what she said" anything on this stream on account of, yes, she did just say it. She here being me. I said it. There's a horizon door. Does it open? No? Unpowered. Why is everything around here unpowered? Surely if everything's repeating the same day, then you should only need to have 1 day's worth of infrastructure and it just repeats itself. Could you not hold things together for 1 day? Yay, that's not ideal. Okay, this may be not the way to go. Conditioned attachment to body invasion experience. Do you know, I'm not sure I want that. That's a thing I would love to not experience. Okay, so... need to find an alternate route. Thinking circling round to the right here somehow. Maybe it was another way through the library. Let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs where the sun shines. That brief George Michael interlude brought to you by... Suck all the juice off this book. Time juice. I love the Foley on Colt sneaking, because one of the sounds you can occasionally hear is his leather jacket creaking. And, like, that is a sound I am very familiar with. I mean, I don't know how much of that is coming through on the stream. It's only quite subtle here as well. Okay, you have too much time juice on you, so I'm going this way instead. Same day delivery. Love that. That's presumably what the delivery booths we keep seeing and getting leads on are about. I'm sure I should know the name for billiards with the pins in it like that. It's not carom. That's the other kind. Yeah. Very old school, quite British. At least as I know it. It's probably going to turn out to be French. Most things are. Let me go. Jumping out of here would probably be a bad plan. But let's hack this just for future me's sake. I mean, I could teleport down there. Gonna hate this. 5-pin billiards. I mean, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, that worked fine. Oh no. New discovery added. Charlie's mansion has been transformed into a LARP called Conditioned Detachment. I don't care about you people, I'm going this way. Goodbye. Now, I have many LARP friends, so I feel like I'm going to have opinions on this. There's also bar billiards in the UK. Oh yeah, that's a whole thing. I have many LARPer friends. I am not yet one of them, although everybody agrees it is only a matter of time. Really, it's another one of those things where it's more a question of opportunity than anything else. Oh, that's 2 people.
Hey, wasting your life. Parties out here in the streets.
Wow.
Charlie's the saddest guy in the hall. What is he, 12?
I hear you. And to think he's one of the petitioners instead of someone with charm and grit. Someone like you. Me?
Hey, can we go grab some media first?
Hell yeah.
Ah, you will never grab that candy. Huh. Just gone. I mean, to be fair, if I was flirting with a guy and then suddenly he had a nail put through his head at ballistic speeds out of nowhere, I too would probably just run away.
Hello?
Hi. Bye. Wow. The lack of intellectual curiosity on show here. And the smooth bossa nova. Love that bossa. Nobody calls it that. Got all these candy dispensers of various kinds. Smash their machines. Alright. Is that actually having an effect, or just Colt getting out some anger? That's the sound of a person. Hello. Goodbye. Oh. Yeah, thank you for the strange reminder. Games like this make me quite tense. This is one of the reasons I was planning to play the Dishonored games on here sometime, is because I've got them, and then I start playing them and realise that playing games on my own, I am a complete wimp. Wait, I shouldn't be going out the front of there. That's the opposite of the way I want to go. But yeah, so if I had people watching me play a game, then, I don't know, maybe that would be different in my brain. In my mind. Alright, let's go and see what this LARP's about. have no idea what this thing's meant to do. Can't take the battery out? Or is this a socket for a battery? Possibly. Grab some bad trinkets. Why you stream sometimes to not play a game alone? Yep. Does the blue smoke do anything, or is it aesthetic? No one will miss you. Wow, this game has strong feelings about LARPers. I mean, possibly this is just LARPers who are also tech bro arseholes. Condition detachement.
See that?
What am I looking at?
Black shadow. Mine? You can't see it?
Oh, yeah. Kristoff. He just jumped and guy just had a fucking party.
Okay. So, if the invader throws himself off a cliff, are we still gonna play the game?
Of course. Whoever enters the building.
This game sounds increasingly messed up.
That's what Tubin told me.
Whoa. Do you actually talk to that thing? Like, conversational?
Most tech bro assholes are LARPing something. Wow, yeah, you're not wrong. Hello. Do I just go for the kill and see what happens? I mean, I am very short on lives at the minute. So let's just sneak past. Well, I think I am going to have to get through this courtyard. Or am I? Yes, I am. Or sneak up and stab them. That sounds like an excellent plan voice in my head. I mean, normally if the voice in your head is telling you to sneak up and stab them, that's a bad idea. But in video games where people can't really die, it may be exactly what you need. Oh. And some juice. Depends on the game if you play alone or not, so you get it. Yep. Yeah. Good to know we are all of the same brain on this. Can I get past you? Or divide by 0?
Hi! Your character is the invader.
Shh.
Browsing
Quiet.
You can exit and enter building at any time. Enjoy Master Charlie game.
Wow. The programming on these things is amazing. Fine then, let's invade.
The invader has proceeded to the underground cave.
Oh, right.
Hide among the dark. I'm scared.
Speaking of me being a massive wimp, Colt has very strong opinions on LARPers.
The invader has proceeded to the planet's surface. It is hunting next victim.
Please stop talking. Whoever just caught sight of me over there? No, you didn't. Okay, somebody just died and I wasn't involved, which, as much as anything, seems rude.
First the invader, and now this!
I take it our ship was disabled in the crash.
Worse, the enemy is crawling all over the site.
That could work to our advantage.
Lieutenant,
If we steal their batteries, we could power up the engine.
and burn them to a crisp as we take off. Cunning, Lieutenant.
Sir.
Charlie built this game around a real rocket engine. It's going nowhere fast, but it could kill a lot of people in a jiffy. Oh, no, crap.
Guess I'm up.
No. No, you're not.
Right with you!
I am Machete Demon. Nobody can out-machete me. However, I never said anything about gun. Womp 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 womp. Back to the loop. Back to the start of the loop, even. Not back to the loop, we were always in the loop. We have never not been in the loop. Ah, the death counter begins to get a workout. Charlie Montague alive, me dead. So we learnt a bit about his love. Charlie's admin minicom has special privileges. Content should reveal how to kill Charlie, and if I'm lucky, a few others. Go after the admin first, because they know where everybody is. And we wake up on the beach. Oh, and it just skips us straight to the tunnels. Excellent. Do like that. Okay, so it's looking like Carlsbad and Friestadt are the visionaries that are available in the morning. So we've got Harriet and Carlsbad. And who's that? Frank and Friestadt? Well, let's try that, because we spent so long in Carlsbad the last time. We've got a map of Friestadt, which doesn't tell us a huge amount. Ramblin' Frank Spicer, formerly the Baron of Baritone, now a reclusive club owner, can spot a vulnerability in his security system in a snap. But himself? Never. Let's go here. Hope everybody's doing alright on this. I was about to say a lovely Tuesday. I'll be real, I don't know what the weather's like. Probably cold. By which I mean cold, probably. It's February. Happy February, everybody, I guess. We're hitting 61 Fahrenheit today. I don't know what that means. I have no conception of Fahrenheit temperatures.
All that power at your fingertips. You feeling good and febrile yet?
Not the word I'd use.
Yeah? Tell me about it.
It's weird, but somehow familiar. It's kind of a rush.
This whole place is a rush, Colt. That's the point.
Then why'd I want to leave so badly?
I don't know. Hard to hear your motivations over all that gunfire.
What? Where's my spiker? I thought I infused it. Did I not infuse a spiker? Ooh. Okay. Fist a kiss, a moment of bliss. 16C. Okay, yeah. No, that is a good temperature. Blood in his mic, blood in your teeth, blood, 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 blood. So stop eating his mic. Excuse me. Careful now. Delivery booth rests under the gigantic Eon panel near my tunnel. Cool. There it is. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Wow. Dead. People noticed that and they weren't pleased. Now I should probably kill them. Ha ha ha! Run with a knife! My secret technique! Nobody is ready. For knife run. Okay. Okay. Slightly worrying starter there. Clear violation of pool rules. Does it say anywhere you can't execute the run with knife technique? If your pool rules don't say exactly those words, then I can do what I want. I should once again be tracking my lead. Tracking my target. And there's a Juliana about. I should probably try and find some high ground. Watch out! Said in the voice of Pinkie Pie. That was a very specific My Little Pony reference, yes. Aim, breathe, squeeze. Can't get on that yet.
I'll be striking the match personally, so you know it's gonna be something special. Keep asking about the Cartola incident, so fucking fine. Take it straight from the source. You hear something different, it's slander. So Grand Hotel before was desecrated by nobodies like Gizmo, La Fortuna. And in between shows, this fucking bellhop-looking motherfucker walks up to me and says, I'd kill you right now, but my sister loved pleasure time.
I mean, don't we all?
Time with his sister last night, I left her to think about it. Really, there would have been nothing more to it if it didn't cross Bibby and the jock 5 minutes later beating to a pulp. So, I caught that bellhop fucker in the parking lot. I put a half dozen bullets in his skull. So what? No one gives my pianist a black eye. We're brothers. We're one, okay? So that was self-defense, if anything. This is Randall and Frank's matinee, and if there's really a crazy mofo out there trying to kill us all,
Why can't I hack it from here?
kill us because we're coming back. Alright?
Oh yeah, I don't have a spiker, I forgot. No. This song sounds like if Against Me were around in the 50s. That looks like a bad time. Because, as I keep being reminded, full damage exists. Aha! Now we are the hackers. Aim. Breathe. Squeeze. Execute it. And now if I just...
Better not be cold.
I was going to say lure him over here, but I could just shoot him in the head. Or not. No, I think it's knife time. Oh, there's somebody else there. Is it though? Is it really? Surprise, it is. That's Juliana, because she's doing some kind of funky effect. Come on, turret. Work with me here. There's somebody else who noticed me. It's fine, I've got reprises. Okay, that was a beautiful headshot. No teleporting, I literally have a tag on you. Okay, strong sniper rifle work by Juliana there. Why did you just spawn me in front of them? Cool, now where's my body? There's 3,500 residual on there. Well, on the first one at least. And you know, Juliana's gonna still be around. She's gonna be camping this. Can I get close enough to absorb it while staying out of sight? Yes. There she is. Wow. Her rifle hits hard. At least get my resi. Solve my own corpse. Play their game and everyone loses. I mean, yeah. That's capitalism. Couple of trinkets here. I mean, they're not gonna mean anything if I die and lose everything, but hey. May as well operate optimistically. And now she's found somewhere else to camp. Or not. Ah! Thanks, Juliana / boy in the house. Come on, we can do this. We can make some kind of progress somewhere. Yeah, triple kill on me. Thanks, boy in the house. I learnt that there is a delivery booth, that is all. And then we wake up on the beach and we get straight to it. I like that it skips you straight to the tunnels. Alright, back to Freestad. Let's actually see if we can achieve anything. Oh, I didn't hit the button, did I? Need to remember, press death button. Death Button was the, you know, largely abandoned prequel to this.
So you finally decided to make nice and get with the program?
That looked like what I'm doing.
Just seems like you got cold feet back there. Didn't even kill anyone important.
Maybe that was the plan.
Like getting your nappy changed? Like sucking on your binky? Like being swaddled?
You don't get it.
Get this, asshole.
What? Oh yeah, this drops me right in front of people, doesn't it? Great. Great, she's back. No. You die first. You look the wrong way. Do you see the traitor? Do you really? Okay, guess they did. Switch to gun. Well, that noise scared the hell out of me. Yeah, you can just be dead. Can I get you at this range? Yeah, more or less. Nailed it. Okay, that one actually noticed me, but that's fine because I just murdered like 5 people. 6 people. That sounds like Juliana's here. Oh no, it's just regular snipers. No. Crap. Okay, that worked out better than I expected. Well, that was just embarrassing. I am not, as a rule, good at PvP. Saw you there. Where are you? This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Okay, I got away with that somehow. There we go. And that... I think I get my reprises back when I eat her corpse. There's my 3500 that I came with. Is Carnesis. Here's her residuum. With Carnesis equipped, press the button to send enemies flying through the air. And here's a machine gun. High rarity machine gun as well, so everyone can get wrecked. And I'll just hack this turret while I think about it. Actually, you say hydrate and stretch. I will do that in the form of taking our first commercial break. Feels like something is occurring. I'm always kind of chary about leaving it like this, because it doesn't seem to really pause. But I'm going to say I'm somewhere safe. Yeah, so I need to go and get some more water and walk around. I would recommend all y'all do the same. Have some water, have a snack. Stretch your legs or other muscles. Stretch anything you want to, really. And yeah, I will be back in about 3 minutes. Just need to run some ads. Let the ads run if you can, and I will see you then. Love you all. See you in a few. And I'm back with some Life is Strange ass soundtrack going. I always forget how warm it gets in this room while I'm streaming. You'd think sometime in the last 2 years I would have figured that out, but hey. But hey, we're back and we seem not to have died. A class pass dispenser. We're classy. Class pass nullifies the wearer's slaps. This includes reprise. It only takes 1 death wearing this thing to loop you. Coincidence or conspiracy? Can I take it off though? Can I take it off? I don't appear to be able to take it off. Great. Well, I guess, since we're here anyway. And I can get some healing. Love that for me. Just beam that soda directly into my veins. We just recharged our reprises as well. So yeah, it looks like we're getting an easy route through the club that would be harder if we didn't have the pass, but obviously we have the added modifier of death is actually death. Hey, wait a second. Everything is fine, and I'm not here. Surprise, I'm here! Thanks, Frank. We all needed to hear that.
We set that shit house on fire and stole us a new one from the house band. They fucking owe us after that stew. Lucky for us, I just got a real heavy foot, so we left the pigs in the dust.
Hello. Don't mind me. Look, at least when you dissolve into weird smoke, that means your corpse doesn't have to be lying there with its dick out forever. Just saying. Okay, the turret plan seems to be working. Well, somebody in there, it was not. Oh hey, there's off-brand Doom. You know, neon arcade cabinet. Back that sensor. Won't cause a disturbance directly where I am. That would seem to somewhat defeat the purpose of a distraction. Can't see which way this one's looking. Okay, so sneak around behind this way. Don't get up. You winning, son? No, I am. And now if I just grab this. Because you never know when you need a turret. The voice of our future. Nope. Oh no. Okay, should have used the turret. Okay, there are only two. It's fine, it's fine. Oh, there's the turret I dropped. Let's just commandeer this new one just so it doesn't turn on and cause trouble for us another time. The way under the sensor there has more turrets, but also a way further up, and I imagine the kind of people these visionaries are, he's going to be at the top. Also, at some point I need to get the radio antenna if I ever want to, you know, leave. Wait, this is the way I just came through. Right, okay, so that was a bypass route, I've just done it backwards. Like what you see? Not particularly. Yeah, crap. Well, that was an extremely stupid death, so add that to the list. Oh, and also we didn't have time to infuse Carnesis, so now we don't have it. To be fair, though, we never used it. Ever. So... Good? Question mark? So, we're both dead. Sorry, thanks to Teehee. And we learnt about class passes. And we go back to Freestad, because it's the same thing. Let's just keep doing it until we can make some kind of progress. Let's just bang our heads against this wall until it opens up for us. And this time, let's not get the death bracelet. Sure, it might make navigation more easy, but we don't play these games for easy navigation. Play it for crawling around like a ninja. And for long loading times, that's what we really play it for. I mean, I can't really begrudge it the long loading times.
Colt, watching you bleed really makes my day.
One time is luck, not skill.
One time you remember. And you said that same idiotic bullshit 100 times after. So, you know, fuck you. At this point, it's skill.
Fuck your skill.
Huh. Okay. Open the door. Get behind this wall. Juliana immediately appears. Sneak around here. You're telling me to hack? You know what real hacking looks like? Looks like this. Frank's got some issues. Yeah, I never used the slab or the cool gun I got off that Juliana. Pay more attention. You're an embarrassment. What was that noise? I heard a noise. Cool, I'm entering fully into the paranoia stage. Do you know what real hacking looks like? I'm just envisioning you screaming social engineering while assassinating a guard. Yeah, pretty much. Goodbye. Well, ninja skills. Just drop out of a hatch directly on someone. Suck all the juice off this beer crate. Once again, Frank issues. No, Harriet, I will not do either of those things. Or, more soberingly, have I already reached my true potential? Is this as good as I get? Gotta be another way? Yeah, we could wear the death bracelet, but I do not wish to. Instead, what if we just did a lot of murder? Like, a lot. Starting with you. Oh, there was somebody there. Yes, we all want to fighting. But luckily, I'm the best at fighting. Teleport machete is the name of my Jaeger. It's gonna be easier if you take this item. Is it though? Free bullet. Oh, I already have all the bullets. Oh yeah, I did all of that with a knife. Awesome. That's the place I went before to learn who I was. Those people up there just got alerted somehow. Saving bullets through knife play, exactly. How well do we know Blackreef? Since Operation Horizon, Blackreef has been entirely uninhabited. What happened to the original settlers? Only Operation Horizon knows. Are these gonna be things to things to give us answers to the quiz questions that I already got 80% of? Frank, are you okay? Just say something deeply messed up once for no, and twice for seriously no. Okay, come on, let's find a way to get in that doesn't take a class pass. We've got the time. Also, Juliana is presumably still around. But I have my blam gun. It's a blam. Does not look like I can go back up that way. Okay. That looks a lot like death. Or perhaps not. Kind of copy down the rock face, see what happens. Hello? Tunnel? Love a tunnel. I was about to say love tunnel. Nah, let's not say that. Oh, but now I just found my way back here. Yeah, it's the same place. Is that the sound of my turret having fun with Juliana? Oh, maybe this isn't the same place, exactly. I'm turned around. Oh no, it must be, because look, there are some trinkets here where I killed people. Didn't even see her.
I was involved with an otherwise lovely but jealous woman. She couldn't understand that showbiz
That was stupid. That was very stupid.
So that line stopped, baby. And there you have it. Lady S, a squiggling maggot in the pile of shit that was my life.
So what, is she down here? No? Where is she? I swear she was shooting me from this direction. Maybe it was further up. What the? O21 Sparky. Congratulations. Have I mentioned how I'm not good at PvP? Now, I know I can turn PvP off. And perhaps I should? I don't know. Time is another weapon in your arsenal, so we can, yeah, leap ahead. Don't worry about skipping a time period or missing out on something, it'll be there tomorrow. Yeah, just skip ahead. Or do we go back? Ah, decisions. See, here's my problem. No, I never did infuse a Spicer. Spicer? Spiker. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I have a double jump. No, let's go back. Come on, come on. If we don't get any further this try, and it just turns out that this is where all the Julianas hang out. I don't know. Or I just turn off online play and play this single player, which seems like more my thing, to be honest. I don't owe these people on the internet anything. Hi, people on the internet.
Fuck this place! Every single person here is out to kill me!
The ranting stage. Earlier this time.
Every second, every day!
Next you'll ask if this is really the afterlife. Eternal punishment for your shitty, selfish existence. And I laugh and I say, ooh, definitely.
Okay, over here. Immediate Juliana. Okay, not quite ideal, but it works. Nothing. Social engineering. I have a double jump. Need to remember this. So actually, I was thinking, how do we get to this billboard? With a double jump, that seems trivial. Lick the juice off this bucket. That's the sound of Julianne. Or not. I don't know, maybe it was. I don't think it even was. I think I just got punked is what that was. I'm not sure I need to hear the story of the Kotover incident any more times, Frank. Frank can't help it. I'm sure Frank can help it. He too is trapped in this roguelike. Are we not all ultimately trapped in a roguelike of our own creation? Nah. Oh no, they can see me. Who's shooting at me? Stuck behind a wall. I need to hack this turret. Who's shooting at me? Can they stop? That's illegal. No. Can I absorb her from here? Yes. Ah, a better spiker, by which I mean a spiker. Shift airborne. Hold while in midair to hover briefly in place. Neat. Oh, there you are. Come on. Come on. You can do it. This way. Whatever. I'll hack it from here. But I can drop down onto the bridge. Get behind it that way. Also, while I'm at it, I am turning online mode off. Okay, it seems like I can't do that while I'm in a level, which makes sense, to be fair. No, there's a bunch of pop in here. Go to the bar because I need a drink. By which I mean 3 bottles of pop just inhaled. I need more bullets. Bullets. Delicious. She says, holding gun that only takes nail. Okay, that was all I was trying to do, and then everybody distracted and it turned into a whole murder party, and now here we are. Or rather, here I am, and here none of the rest of you are, because I won the murder game. Oh, trinkets. Can melt those if I don't die. Okay. Now that I remember I have a double jump, let's see if I can make some more progress out this way. Suck the juice off these shoes. Got 15 grand, that's quite a lot. I could probably infuse something good, like this spiker. Oh no. You saw nothing, and you never will. Yeah, you say Frank can't help being trapped in this time loop, which is true, but he can help being such a dickhole about it. And about everything else, and in general. Oh, there was somebody else there. Oh no. Goodbye. Yeah. Yeah, Frank is just terminally like this, which he can help. Let's normalize men actually, you know, recognizing when they're being like this and stopping. And really, he has two choices. Either he can cease to be like this, or I can make him cease to be. No, I thought I had shift out. Because I can't get enough height from here, right? Oh, maybe. Well, everybody saw that, which is not the ideal outcome. Can't really hear Frank and you're not able to look at the screen much. Alright, I mean, do you want me to turn the game sound up? I can do that. Hi. Also, that window was closed. That might be the way to go. Not that worried about it. Okay, well, he's just generally being an asshole. And casually misogynist. And weird. Cool, can't get through there. Really thought there would be a way. Maybe... Oh, I can get in up to the roof. That was probably a knife situation, to be fair. Speaking of knife situations, that's what you are. Ooh, do I spy some time juice over there? No, just to trick it, although I suppose I can melt that into time juice. Ah, we are finding a way. I see sensors, so let's get the hacker ready. There's somebody there. Somebody there who was starting to notice me. Somebody there who will start to notice me imminently.
Did I see someone?
No.
She could wear glasses in this thing. Somebody should look into that. Somebody, me, isn't it?
No, somebody is not you. You will never solve the mystery of wearing a mask with glasses on. Which is a shame, because I would love to know the answer.
I gotta tell you, that guitar solo was one tough nut to crack. We did 60 takes and Jimbo still couldn't get it right. So our producer says each time we fuck up, we're doing a shot.
Oh, it's a turret, not just a sensor. Perfect.
We're shit-faced. That's when Rakoff, our drummer, took Jimbo's guitar and nailed it on the first take. What a guy. Now this is kind of gross, so adults only, right? We were nearing our 500th show in a row, yo, because that's showbiz these days. And Rakoff's empty for the size of apples. You don't want to count all the sitting. Poor guy. And this house band
Close enough.
gave us this hodgepodge they called stew. Rakoff tasted and calls me spicy. I said, what? He said, no spicy, he says. I didn't get him right. He was talking about the stew. And hey, I'm into spicy myself. Unless it means mopping up Rakoff's bloody diarrhea from the fucking tour bus.
Really, can we stop having the diarrhea story, Frank? Come on.
We set that shit house on fire and stole us a new one from the house band. If I could notice after that stew, lucky for us, Raj just got a real heavy.
Oh look, I'm on TV.
We left the pigs in the dust.
I could play the piano. That seems like it would have got people's attention if there was anybody with attention left to get. Frank is TMI, uncle. God, it's funny because it's true. And by funny, I mean, oh god. We've all got them. And get down this cliff. I wonder if there is anything, or if I'm just going to get myself killed. Closed door, love it. And it's in water, so I shouldn't even try. She says trying. Have I watched White Lotus yet? I have not. I have heard mixed things. Oh, hello. This, on the other hand, delightful. And we're in the club. Get the code, shut it down. Wish I could. Thought doing that might add a note saying, get the code. Ah, battery. I love those. I never have one. It's full. That's a door I can't get through. So I guess we go this way. That was very stupid. That was extremely stupid. I was like, I wonder what happens if I throw a fully charged car battery at this thing I'm standing directly next to. Nothing good. Are there people in here still? Yeah, I haven't killed them this go around. I can't see any of them from here. And you definitely can't see me. Now through the air. I mean, do we not all start our day with our backs out? No, just me? Oh.
Class pass required.
Yes, I know, but be quiet about it. Suck the juice off this cushion. This head cushion? Anyway, if you're in a nightclub, never suck the juice off a cushion. It will not end well. Those are not quite the criticisms I'd heard of it, or at least not entirely, but having not seen it, I can't really comment. Let's hold this turret. Just because you never know. Sometimes you're going to need a turret. Sometimes you're going to need to steal this thing. Why are you heavy breathing? It's not good for you. But luckily I can help with that. Smarter trumps stronger. True enough. To a given degree.
Class pass required.
Yes, I know. But hey, at least this way I'm not accidentally opening automatic doors behind me and getting shot. He's heavy breathing because he sucked the juice off a pillow in a nightclub, see? Told you not to do it. Lick book juice instead. 17,000 residuum, that's quite a lot. Do I need anything from this soda stream? I can get a bit. Can't get through there without a class pass. Oh, but that has an antenna, hello. Although it is marked exit, which is not entirely what I want. This is back out the front. Rude. Okay, this one also has an antenna. I really need to pay attention to see if they are hackable doors. Okay, yeah, now we're back in... By which I mean we're not here. We're not anywhere. Anyway, wrong button. Crap. Well, that was embarrassing. Oh no, this has gone poorly. Well, 17,000 resi, that's going to be priority 1 to get back. Now, through the air. Do, do, do. And that right there is a very specific British kids TV reference, and not really even that, mostly just not one I've ever seen, because that's just me making a reference to something because my parents always make a reference to something. So just making jokes about kids' TV that happened decades before I was born. You know, as one does. Okay. Now where were we? Another turret there. Let's get it on our side. And you can remotely deploy them when they come in as well, which is nice. Scrambled sensors. Guy on the stairs. Corpse on the stairs. Let's hack this sensor. Smells like pickle piss. God, but Colt's got away with words. Me, pickle piss. That's a very specific and not actually funny, perhaps, joke. I think I need more bullet.
Already got full ammo.
Yeah, I would share the feedback I've got from other people about White Lotus, but at the same time, I don't remember it all that well because I don't have a lot of context for it, having, again, not seen the show. I don't remember it exactly. Probably should have gone in the pickle piss hatch instead. But hey, we're here now. Grab that again, because I keep accidentally dropping things when I hack, because my mouse, it doesn't just have, it's got 3 buttons in the mouse wheel. So instead of pressing it directly down, I'm clearly doing it slightly to a side, which is making me scroll. See, it is possible to do it right. I just, as a rule, don't. This Akamajader is really, it's a wonderful tool. Like what you see? I mean, I can take it or leave it because I've been here before, and seeing it means, you know, at least I know where I am. Just let the turrets fight amongst themselves. No, not that one. I'm trying to commandeer the other one. Did that work? It did. Haha. Now I have the kill corridor. Get some more cushion juice. There's a turret I hacked earlier on. Which is interesting because oh yeah, this is where we came in from this round. I'm coming to the conclusion that I may in fact not have any idea where I'm going. Anything up here of interest? Just because it seems like the kind of game where there would be. No, probably just better kill angles, but everybody here is already dead. Okay. Right. Let's find the door we came up through with the turrets. And when I say up, I mean down. Clearly I've gone too far in that direction. Clearly I should be going this way. Okay. Let's grab a turret, because you never know. Let's hack this sensor, because you do know that that will be good. Let's hack the door. Another hackable sensor on the other side of the door. Drop the turret. So that went well. So that didn't go well. Okay, we walked past a bunch of pop just round the corner. I can go back and get that in a sec. Oh wait, we were stood right by some pop. Nice. Really, turret? No, don't undeploy turret. I meant to teleport. Had the wrong thing selected. Well, this has been a disaster. What have we learned? Is it that soda heals all wounds? Yes. Orange Vacuum! I loved their first album. You seeing somebody over there, boy? Did he fall down a well? Ah. Another gunny. That is clearly what it says there. Watch my back, gunny. Activate the sensor. Few people over there. And is that it? Turret. Is the turret not going to bother about those two people stood right there? Come on, guys. That is a security noise. You're good at this. And now you're not good at anything. Surprise, you never actually were. I tell you, I am loving the turret lifestyle here. Lick the juice off this guitar, also a thing you should never, ever, ever do. I'm holding 19k. Yeah, so if used judiciously, it turns out the Hack-a-Majig will just carry you through this place. We are closing in on the studio. Now, do I have some nails for these people? Or are they coming this way? Because that's good too. Ah, they all noticed that. Except the person who was right next to it. Good job. Okay. Could have gone better.
Find him. Find him.
Okay. Let's go back over here. Was there some pop around? I'd love if there was some pop around. Ah. Thank you. Antenna's up there. Show me your moves. Okay, we have our kill zone. Hello. Come and get me, coppers. There's a turret in there. No, no, no. Bad plan, bad plan. My turrets have lost this fight. Honestly, didn't anticipate this. And I can't hack that turret from here. Maybe from here.
Well, I
Nope.
thought I could stay in there. Said enough's enough, and Iron's cup. Yeah, the bully from.
And we wait. This may not be the most dynamic way I have to do things. Oh! Oh, I should be running an amber break. That's not ideal.
State change occurred between now and what's this?
1 sec. I can do a thing. Let me click this button quicker, Twitch. Don't you just thrill to watch me doing tech on my own time? There you go. Now we have another 15 minutes before I need to break. And one way or the other, that will probably be enough. Okay, let's go and get a turret. Take it to the studio door. Deploy. I saw another one over there. No, I didn't. Okay, thought I did. Might have been a different way. Ah, yes, there it was. No, it isn't. Your class pass is... Your system is hilariously easy to hack with my mobile phone question mark. And then I get a gun. I reload the gun. And I open the door and see what happens. That could have gone better. Oh! That could have gone much better. Nah, I'm not even here. Hey! What the hell? I'm in cover. Honestly, Frank, play by the rules. Yeah, that wasn't ideal. It's fine, I can retreat to the doors closed, yeah. They seem to not bother too much about opening the doors, which is handy. So now I just go to the soda station, replace my blood with carbonated fluids. Is this a massive cheese strat? Yes, yes, of course it is. That's another one down. The thing about wars of attrition is that you can win them. I have a whole 3 bullets left for this thing. That could begin to be a problem. Well, that one was useful. No, not Spiker. That's that mouse wheel I was saying about.
This business will eat you alive.
Okay, I've got some machine bullets. Yo! The plan worked, eventually. We commandeer that. We eat with our pity hand. We get 10,000 residuum.
Nope, I'm good.
Constancy automatic. Reload and fire at the same time, excuse me, yes? Bunch of trinkets, and they're all very sleek. We're at full health. Life is good. Is this my corpse? Is this my own corpse? Yep, that's another 19,000. Love that for me. Now, did it say like he had some files that could help us, or were we just killing him because he's a dick? Which, for the record, entirely behind. Also, at some point I need to... yeah. Not here. There we go. I'm not... I thought I said, I'm not history. I'm not his toy. We have some complicated personal history going on here. I thought eating visionaries was meant to give me my reprise back, or is that just specifically eating Juliana? Ah, we can read Frank's messages. Yeah, we've read this. LPP remains our salvation. Cult sees these words, gleaming against it back. Not for long, and that's where we got kicked out. Booted, like this minicom, second alert if you try to use it. Thanks, stay safe, everyone. But also, private messages between Frank and Guest. Hey, my man, you got them whistlers and bangers and cracklers all worked out? Not expecting an answer. No, only visionaries can actually send messages on these POS. Anyway, got your first batch. That Elena chicks at the bay, and them all locked up behind Harriet's tabernacle. She looks hot, my man. But we ain't begun to approach what I was thinking in terms of raw, explosive spectacle. Opening night happens exactly once here, know what I mean? Gotta light up the sky like a firebombing, ears bleeding loud, man. Melt us some corneas with that glorious blaze. Anyway, keep that little fireworks factory of yours factoring, and lock everything up tight in that container. Suppose you'll be needing the code. Gotta scratch it up. Let me get back to you around noon. Frank out. Ah. Well, we won't see that if Frank's already dead. So we'll have to get in here later than noon sometime. And Frank and Harriet, question for you. Yes, just ask, no need for a preface. The other night you mentioned something about where the anomaly came from. Thought maybe you'd care to elaborate. I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about. Come on, sweetheart, don't be like that. Talking about when we demolished that bottle of whiskey. My housewarming. I told you about Colt and the fireworks. You know I'm nobody's sweetheart. Don't I just? Nobody's sweetheart. I can almost hear it. Anyway, he says that a lot. Something about the island's lungs. We were in the recording booth. I got audio evidence. Frank? Yeah? Frank, you there? It seems like there's some kind of interference. Buzz, buzz, pop. I'm sorry you have been disconnected. Hilarious. Yeah. Harriet hinted to Frank that she knew about the origin of the anomaly. That's potentially interesting. I can play the guitar. Or at least I can make it go brang, which is about as much as I can play the guitar in real life. Okay. Anything else to see in here, or are we just done? Seems like we might just be done. Oh, well, there's a locked door here I can get past. Or a locked window, at least. Security shutter. Anyway, I need to find this radio antenna so I can actually ever leave, and it looks to be up on the roof. But first, I should actually take that advert break. Because I think we're in a relatively safe place here, having murdered everyone. So, yeah, I'm going to go and do fluids things. You know what I mean. And move around. And I would recommend that everybody else do the same. I need to run some ads, so while I do that, why don't you have a drink, have a snack, take your meds if you need to, touch another human who's chill with it, and yeah, let the ads run, and I will see you back in probably like 5 minutes. Okay, I'll see you there. And we're back. Hello everyone. Hope everybody had a good 5-minute break. I spent it not dying, that's great. Okay, that's where I came in. So this is that locked window. Is that going to be an easier way out? But I need to get up to the roof. Yeah, this is just straight out down to outside, but I do need to get to the roof. Crouch so I can get in. Oh, whatever. If you can't crouch, instead use terrifying arcane power. Will this door help me get to the roof? This door is dangerous. But less so if you have this magic walkie-talkie that I have. Is that a person? No? No, this is the recording studio. Bunch of soda, you know, like recording studios have. Poster about a rhino. Some guitar juice. Guitar juice. Delicious. 30,000 resi and no revives. Living dangerously. And this takes me out at the top of these stairs. Okay. And I think I know how to get to the roof from here. It's this way, right? I feel like a lot of this, especially as I get closer to actually achieving my goals, is going to involve, you know, being able to remember my way efficiently around spaces, which is not my greatest skill. By which I mean, not a skill I have. Okay, so, next question. How the hell do I get to that antenna? What's out here? People. Navigation is for holistics. Ah, you're not wrong.
They just let us help.
Okay. Yeah, that's a bunch of people. No.
What?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, there's probably something good up there. But on the other hand, death. And 30,000 residuum. Yeah, bad. No, you do not get to do this.
Nightmare.
Yes, I am. You all keep walking too close to the machete hole. It's bad for you. Hey. Do I want to check if those ones up there are still up there? Did they hear none of that, somehow? No? No, I murdered them? They all go down. That's gravity. Down, down, down. I hacked the antenna? What did that achieve? Kind of felt like it was going to drop it. Got these sensor lines going through. Do I have to put something through the O? Do I have to not mess with it and just cash out because I have 30,000 resi and no lives? Come on, Emma. Focus up. Where is the grave? Yeah, that's because of all the murder. Just so much murder. Yeah, Listics get navigation, I get ammunition. We are not the same. Free bullet. People. How are there people again? I killed all the people.
What?
No. No what? Nothing is what.
Yeah. Try and pass me. I dare you.
I've done it so many times. Nope. Thought that was the one from there. It was not. If I die here, I'm going to be so mad. How are you seeing anything? How did neither of you notice that? I am embarrassed for you. Okay, this one first, I guess. Nice jacket, shame you're dead. You are the least observant person in the world! Have your prize! Blessed silence. Ah. Yeah, let's blow this joint immediately.
There could be a way to kill two of them at once, or three, or four, or more. No, they can't be that stupid.
Well, there'll have to be at least two, because you've got to kill 8 of them. Dead and gone. I'm gone. This is my partner, Dead. Frank Spicer, dead. FC 118466 killed me briefly, but then dead. Eternalist murdered me with a machete, Turret killed me, but it doesn't matter, because I'm alive. Kill Frank Spicer, take his gun, and we've got it. Plus, all night long. His fireworks are stored in Carl's Bay, yeah, we saw them. We got a bunch of trinkets. What's red? Oh, that's the one to upgrade my shift that I'll never remember to use. Damaging an enemy slows the start of health regeneration. That sounds good. Faster reload. Stronger zoom. Enemies' explosives take longer. Reduce damage from headshot. Eternal the same from body. Sometimes they miss. I'll take that. Take less damage. Generate more health. These are good. I like these. I will take all of them, please. So, first of all, you know what? I'll switch it to friends only. If you happen to be one of my Steam friends and you really want to mess with my stream, feel free, and you will get full credit for it. And if you're not one of my Steam friends, I don't know, just get in touch and I'll probably add you. But yeah, let's have fewer of the randos. Now, to the loadout. Wait. Infuse the constancy will cost me 9,000, that's fine. The spiker will cost me 8,000, also fine. This is a good loadout. Slab upgrades, this cost me 10,000, yep. Do I want to take any of these with me? I don't need to do it to Spring-Heeled, because, you know. And I can't afford any of the other good ones. Although, that said, if I start melting all the not good ones... Suddenly I have 7,000 again. Can I... Yeah, I can sacrifice crappy guns. In fact, I may as well sacrifice my regular 4-pounder. Now that I've got this other one on permanent. Oh, tighter spread the longer you fire. I'd read it as bigger spread the longer you fire. That's much better, and Spiker does damage over time. Although, you know, I try and kill them in one. Okay, less damage from everything sounds like an excellent one for me to keep. And I can get... just faster reloads is always good. Okay, I can't infuse most of those, but that's fine. I can have them on for now. I would quite like the spiker to reload. Although, actually, that said, no. 4-pounder needs to reload quicker. I would like the spiker to have better zoom. And hell, to balance it out, the constancy can have better stopping power. This is good, this is good. Is there a trinket I'm not even using? Because if so, I may as well melt it. Yeah, I'm not using slow fuse, and I don't have space for it. May as well take 1200, although still that's not enough for me to actually infuse anything just yet, but that's fine because I can just continue picking up more residuum. Oh, and upgrades. Airborne. Never gonna use it. I'm not gonna remember I have it. Now see, I am in a dilemma because I suppose we're not going for a perfect loop. I can just see how much I can do in half an hour and then cash out, because as ever, it's if you quit, it restarts that portion of the day. So, Fia is now in Freestad, and Charlie's still in Updam. Let's go back to Updam, just because we started with doing this. And I may as well finish on it. But hey, we've made progress in the meantime. And also, because we've been in Freestad all day, may as well change it up. Little darling. Or I suppose I could have skipped ahead to evening and done something else there. But I didn't, so. And who knows, maybe I just decide to be really good and I just immediately take out Charlie. But we know we can do Frank. So that's something. Ah yes, the get good method. Yeah, you know, people are always saying it. I thought I might try it. There must be something in it, surely. Otherwise it wouldn't be so popular. I'd love it if these loading screens were shorter, but that would require me to be playing on a better computer, and to own a better computer, and to have anywhere to put a better computer. Basically, I'm playing these on a laptop, and that's the quality you're getting. Juliana, got any sass?
Huh? I just killed you.
You did, technically, but you also didn't. It's kind of hard to explain without complex diagrams.
How many versions of you are there?
Versions, not really the right term. Don't worry. There's one me that you need to kill, but there's also other me's that will try to kill you. See?
So you're hiding from me now.
Never. I'm always here. You just can't remember where to look.
I am enjoying Juliana as an antagonist. Oh yeah. Workshop's on fire. Keep dying, keep trying. Personal slogan right there. Get out from behind the post. Thank you. Lasers! Hello. Feedback loop. Charlie Montague hears you. The Moxie is just too compelling. But too much fun means too many players, which means overcrowded challenges, which means endless whining on the feedback cards. So now the Moxie is by appointment only. Satisfied yet? But what about that old school multiplayer vibe? I hear the hardcore among you cry. Don't worry your dirty little heads. The Moxie throws open its doors to all in the afternoon. So get in there and get your game on. Don't say Charlie Montague never gave you anything. If you like the real world, you wouldn't be here. The call-out was so strong it smacked the chat. The Moxie opens to the public during the afternoon. Time is our plaything. It's true. Relax. Don't do it. Get out my hacking phone. Ring, 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 ring. The hacker phone. What if this time it did go around? No. This looks much simpler. Smash their machines. What was that voice, Emma? I don't know. Feels like there should be an ambush here. Why wasn't there an ambush there? Honestly, guys. You're trying to kill me. You could at least, you know, try. Don't know what that was. Oh, yeah, it's this place where I died a lot.
Skeptics, big heads, narrow.
Well, get spicken. Yes, that is the correct past participle of spike. You heard it here first. No, you haven't. You liar.
You can't.
Well, it's that place where I die a lot, she says, and then dies. If only there were a ton of turrets here I could override. Because that was very useful the last time. I like how, when I killed someone who was pissing about over there, when I come back, they've reassigned one of the people from the street to cover the very important pissing about over there post. How did neither of you notice that? Ducked at just the right time. Oh no. Come on.
Every day.
Okay. Once again, I'm constantly expecting that to turn into the Peter Gunn theme. Absolutely delivering on set expectations, yeah. Look, if I advertise it as the place where I die a lot, then I have to die, otherwise, you know. Trading standards. I really don't know how to fix this voice in my head. I'm also, just from some of the things, feeling more and more like voice in my head isn't actually Colt, it's somebody else. Also, speaking of somebody else... we'll just pop over there. Love that for me. Yeah, I can't go that way because there's a horizon gate. I have to go through here. I remember this. We did this earlier. No? Okay, I clearly don't remember it because you can't open that door. Can I get around? I don't think so. Oh, that's possible, but scary. Yep. Case in point, I was scared. Phew. My blood pressure, y'all. Well.
New and returning players, may I introduce a world where something has gone wrong. Inside this crash site, any player could be the invader, including you. Can the investigators survive and identify the host with mind control parasite?
So it's Among Us. What you just described there is Among Us. Okay, I'm back. Let's murder some LARPers.
See that down there?
What am I looking at?
Black shadow. What? Blind? You can't see it?
Oh, yeah, Kristoff. He just jumped.
Get nailed.
Don't need it.
Yeah. Shit, 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 shit!
You weren't still here.
Ha 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 ha! Drink some soda, get my health back. No one will miss you as getting some real mileage in this game. Makes me wonder if it's cold self-esteem and oral memory being shot a lot. I mean, I don't know if that's directed at him. I thought that was him saying no one will miss Charlie. Because, you know, who actually likes LARPers who do a lot of admin? Can't imagine. Alternate infiltration route? I'm on the roof. I'm not sure what advantage this affords, but I'm here. Now, are those voices inside, or... I think they are. Yeah, I think I've killed everybody out here, which is good, because then it will be like, hey, the invader is here. Aren't most of my friends LARPers who do a lot of admin? Yes, that was literally the joke. Okay, I think the upgrade has given me a bit of a range upgrade on my shift as well, which is nice. Not quite that much, but... God, that's terrifying. Hello.
Didn't feel like doing it.
Thank you for not noticing me. Back entrance, mother bitches. A worse spiker than I have. Some pops, some nails. Love it.
That could work.
You heard nothing. You saw nothing.
I'm not on Black Reef to waste time.
Soon, you will be nothing. Stop moving. Oh no. Oh, I thought that was a cutout. This place being full of cutouts of people with guns as well as actual people with guns is doing probably exactly what it was intended to. Murderer? Yes, you noticed?
How many times do I have to kill you?
As ever, Miss Swan, at least once more. Wait, no, that's a different film. Somebody right there.
You should rejoin us.
Nah, I'm good.
Hey, we killed you.
Did you, though?
Found you. That's right. Let it all out.
Goodbye. I said goodbye. Game geometry! What are they seeing? They keep reacting like they've seen something. I don't see what they can possibly have seen. Okay, they are full on camping. Let's try my shiny new double magazine gun, courtesy Frank.
Gotta reload.
Yeah, it seems to work. Please don't do that. Speakers. Okay, we ascend. Here we are in presumably the crash ship. Somebody up there. Come on. Why you immediately move like that? There we go. Okay, we know they come back. Catch them in the loop. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, excellent. We're really nailing this stealth game. Yeah. I thought I killed everybody down there. I'm the sneakiest person who has ever lived. In and out like a ghost. Like I was never even here. Never even here. Crap, 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 crap. What do you mean moving up? You're all above me. Is there any pop out here? Oh, hello. They love surprises. Is there any pop in here? There's a battery. Probably need that for something. Pop! Ah, delicious. There's an alarm clock I don't really want to push. There's a cable spool I can suck all the juice out of. Open this door, which gets me on the other side of that, and there's more pop over there.
I'm feeling just fine.
There's somebody there. Not anymore. Like a ghost. Like the memory of a story of a ghost. Like a dream. About a ghost. Open the security shutter. For a ghost.
What the? It talks.
System managed for conditioned detachments. A
Hello?
Master Charlie game.
Hi.
Captain wants break loop again. Better no kill Master Charlie.
You know I want to break the loop?
2-bit remembers last time.
What last time?
Master Charlie made 2-bit with bioprocessor for ultra smart storage.
Is that a piece of brain?
Great.
So,
Hello?
what do you do?
2-bit system managed for conditioned detachments.
We covered that.
Master Charlie game.
Uh-huh.
Also broadcasts
They're my favorite. Got some new commands to try on you.
Cupid loves commands.
Game manager. Ignite rocket engine disabled insufficient power. Boo.
All right, 2-bit. Fire the rocket.
Not enough power for Delta V-Bird. Need more power. I sorry. Not enough power for Delta
Yeah, I heard you the
Need
first
more
time.
Power. I sorry.
Repeat after me. I state your name.
I state your name.
I am about to perform a. I'm going to open your skull, Charlie.
Shit, Wengie. Let's laugh a little.
You asked me to remove the parts of your brain associated with empathy. Precautions are reasonable.
Yeah, you know what else would be reasonable? Not doing that.
Of sound mind and judgment.
Being of sound mind and judgment.
Do understand the risk of the surgery I'm about to undergo.
Do understand the risk of the surgery I am about to undergo.
And do fully absolve Dr. Wengie Evans of any consequences, unforeseen or other.
Whatever. I swear I won't get litigious.
Or violent.
Or violent.
Why did they put all the mad scientists on an island together? Bye, 2-bit. Okay, looks like I need to get higher. This is where I came in. Ah, yes, so... yeah, so we need, looks like 2 more batteries to hit the rocket. Here's somebody else. Somebody just saw me from up there, but that's fine, because I'll be seeing them before long. Bye. Oh, that's a person.
What? My find who started this? I'm gonna show
Seriously, the cutouts and the people are confusing me far more than really they should. That's right. Come here.
things. Oh, that's...
Or is it? Really, who's to say?
Something's not quite right.
Correct. Well, this is Charlie's workspace. But where is the man? Anyway, let's read his messages. Temporary group channel, noon. Charlie, you barbar bleater, you can't block me! Can't remember who Alpha Wolf is. It's my handle, dipshit. Admin means I can do whatever I want. I am Emperor of Electrons. Bring that shit here. I'll block you starting group channels too. Help me make an epic invite for Wengie. We tried not being a giant prick. Can't help it, got giant prick power. Fuck off. I got other shit to do. And she's transactional. I've got nothing she wants. She will never come to your lame-ass costume party. I got exactly what anybody wants. I will make her come. Everyone can read your words. So what, Fear? So, yeah, Evan's Law is Wengie. Fear Feel Good is Fear. Alpha Wolf, I think, is Alexis. Private messages between Charlie and Fear. My princess. Hey. My treasure. My everything. Is this 2-bit? No, 2-bit can't type. He doesn't have fingers. Oh. Charlie. Yes, we made it beautiful, together forever. Sweet and sour, our tangled pretzel. Dream team, muse and maestro, artist and designer. Iconic. You give my work a facelift, I'll give yours meaning. Sardonic. Be my invader fear. Let's talk cohabitation. Talking is much better than typing. Huh? Meet me in our secret spot. Usual time? Have you ever thought about the fact that we're in all places, in all times, at all times? This afternoon? Yeah. XOXO. There's an argument to be made that typing doesn't require fingers, yeah.
Oh my, Thea and Charlie sitting in a tree. Gotta chop it the fuck down.
So, we need to find where their afternoon rendezvous is, because then we can kill them both at once, which is what we need to start doing. Toss Charlie's bedroom, getting it on an undisclosed location. Luckily, keeping secrets, not one of his strengths. Okay, bedroom is through there. This door is blocked from this side, okay. Gonna have to get creative. Those are trip mines. Yeah, the argument that somebody who uses an AAC to select letters with eye movements is still actually typing? Yeah. Absolutely. Outside. More trip mines. Drink the juice from this can. Charlie fucking Montague, a boy and his toys. Consuming an audio but still reading the book? Yeah, of course it is. Did that not work? Okay, I have that turret. The Yaha, which is that quiz bot I found. Charlie, you considered calming the hell down. There's another turret, yeah. There we go, got the angle on it. Charlie, my man, you've got some interesting taste in art, although that print does kind of slap. The Eva Sessions.
Bravo, bravo. Your mind is overflowing with bountiful knowledge, stranger. The Euro will now reveal the greatest secret of all. My prodigious provenance. Yes. 467 years ago to the day, my sisters and I appeared on this island by slipping through the cracks in reality after our cruel father chased us from our native kingdom of 1,000 crystal palaces.
Thea, please keep to the script.
Never tell an artist what to say.
Okay. At least give the essentials, the automaton workshop here, and the phrase Charlie Montague Restoration Project.
Charlie Montague restricting precept.
Got him.
Never mind, BIG will edit this out.
Counterpoint from a voice actor, always tell an artist what to say. Also, I feel like I recognize Fia's voice actress. Let's play a little game. Well, let's steal this trinket for one. Oh, this is the door that was blocked from the other side. It's now unblocked. Ah, his safe room is above us. Okay, let's find the way to get up, shall we? What about this door? Goes outside. Aha! Nothing is ever enough. That's capitalism, baby. I wonder poltergeists are assholes if they're all teenagers. I mean, yeah. It's Jeremy Lee. Okay, yeah. That explains it then. What's that box do? Yes, no, I absolutely know who Jeremy Lee is. Well, there's a trinket, and I could possibly hit that and do stuff to the electrics, but also possibly electrocute myself, and we've come too far to screw out like that. Okay, so how to get to safe room? Unless that was the safe room and I just missed something. Hello, my tarty boys. Oh, the essential you. Abridged and simplified. The loop is anchored by the visionaries. Yes, that means you. Should one of us perish, the loop will be destabilized, and if all of us happen to die in the same iteration, the loop itself will be in jeopardy. How not to die? Avoid spending time with other visionaries. Focus on your personnel. Yes, that includes fraternization. Fraternization means sex. Don't play with your sidearms. Sidearms include SMGs. Keep security systems on at all times. Oh no, someone died. Notify everyone. If mutiny or sabotage are involved, eliminate the threat. Remind your Eternalists of their duty to protect the loop and you. But I want to die. If you intend to perish on a given loop iteration, please inform your fellow visionaries. Appropriate privacy arrangements will be made to accommodate valid requests. Wow. Wow. Wrote a version of the LPP so simple even a visionary could follow it. But here we are. Did I just miss something in here? Oh yeah, because this is clearly his bedroom. Photograph of Freestad. Remember this. The afternoon's long shadows. Frost ground beneath our souls. The scent of smoke and salt. Remember Freestad. Remember us. XOXO, fear.
Okay, looks like they're getting freaky on Freestad.
So, Freestad in the afternoon is where we can find Charlie. Theme Audio Overdrive. Concept. Guests are given heavy munitions for an experiment in oral maximalism. Close the doors, tell everyone to fire away. Soon enough, nobody can hear a thing. Those who don't pass out, anyway. Maybe there'll be hallucinations? Then, I don't know. 2-bit asks a question, and whoever can actually hear it well enough to answer wins? Props. All the guns. Abandoned idea. Nobody will understand its brilliance. Do you know? Charlie considered a very loud theme. Oh, there's more stuff here. A letter from Wenji. Mr. Montague, I remind you that neither you nor Miss Borovska are trained medical practitioners. Neither, for that matter, am I. I do understand enough of the human brain to state with confidence that if you undergo this procedure, you will experience side effects. Quiz plus tinnitus, that's just my life. Surely there are less reckless methods of increasing the computational speed of your talking machine. That said, I remain willing to perform the operation, provided you allow me to record it, of course, for posterity. Regards, Dr. W. Evans. It's just like, I have no ethics, and I'm cool with that.
Good morning.
I said a fulfilled egg.
When I say Black Reef loves you, you're a real badass. We need right now because of you. I will have a fulfilling day.
And the Oscar for sound mixing goes to... Is it possible to have no ethics? I would say yes. I want another one.
Hey, Charlie. Do you ever wonder? You're like the best of us. You know what I'm laying down? Oh, I really love your body. And your huge, giant mind. I want to touch it.
Really, as hobbies go, cutting up audio clips of every woman you've ever talked to so that you can make them say whatever you want is creepy as hell. Oh, nothing.
You are truly a peer. Computer science is actual science. I appreciate your minicom system. I am absolutely impressed. I want your brain in my brain.
Nailed it. Oh, there's so much stuff here. Idea. Can 2-bit assign invader based on non-game criteria? Runtime. Any visionary comes in, we designate... Don't know why the game turned out. Designate them invader. Alexis as invader. Or Bookworm Julie. Or Invader Colt. Watch players piss their panties. Too powerful if player exploit. Locking feature. Yes, 2-bit can reassign the invader role. That's what happens if you come in the front door. Okay, I think we've probably got everything we're getting from here. If I switch this... I mean, I know we don't have to kill him here, but he's not far away.
Charlie! I'm gonna find you!
He's bouncing around because he's got shift as well. Yeah, we don't need to kill him here because we can go to free start. And arguably we probably should. I love the combat music in this. What? Loop stress. The visionary sustains the loop when a visionary dies. It places increased stress on the loop. Higher loop stress means better equipment, more items, but also a tougher fight. Decreases when you reprise. I can't believe we just got another one. AI speech generators where you can feed in audio files and make people say what you want are super invasive? Correct. Here's an advanced Stralic 5050. Wait, no. Don't replace that. Although that said, it can replace whatever it wants because all of these are bound to me. Some very nice trinkets. Another shift upgrade. Which, now swap places with enemies with it. Very nice. Okay. We are out of trouble for the time being. I'm going to need to take another short break, annoyingly, because ads have to happen, but then we will come back just for the run back to the tunnels, deciding what we're going to do next time and wrapping up. So, see you in 3 minutes. That was the wrong button. See you in 3 minutes. And we're back. Let's blow this popsicle stand, shall we? With a shotgun. Picture it, I have a shotgun. And we zoop. That's a neat gun design. I don't know if it reflects really anything in real life, but it's a neat gun design. It's weird. I really respect gun design and Miltech design in general, while being, you know, British and thus conceptually terrified of gun. Yay. Ah. Nailed it. Looks like a Nerf gun based on a real gun. Yeah, but the real gun isn't one you carry and shoot. That would make sense. Hope 1, Charlie 0, Master of None. Who, me? No, I think you mean you. You die already. Somebody up there. Yeah, because this isn't the way we came down. And that's a souped up Eternalist, you can tell by the glowy. Nobody saw a thing. I just got a note saying the musicians in the bubbles are being fed air from a machine backstage, which I don't know what any part of that refers to. And it must have been in their dialogue, but I didn't catch it. And then I shot them with a large gun. Said large gun is empty. I'll just have to use another one of my large guns. Okay, I think you just alerted everyone, didn't you? I'm doing this super loud and sloppy, and I really shouldn't. I'm just going, alright? I was never even here. No. Shift. Goodbye. People there, but I don't care because I'm leaving. Similar to the Nerf Raider Rapid Fire? Yeah. I think I had one of those. With the Raider is the one with the big drum on the side. Nerf Elite Infamous Autoloader. Sweet. Let's blow this joint. Killed a visionary, slipped away into the tunnels. Like a ghost, like a shadow, like the memory of a dream. Smoke in the night, I dissipate, nobody ever saw me. Apart from all the people who saw me and then I murdered them, so net nobody saw me. System perfect. I died once, but nobody saw me. So, we know how to get Thea and Charlie, except that now Charlie's dead in this timeline, but that'll be useful later. Bunch of stuff about 2-bit. Bobby musicians being fed breathable air from a machine. Don't know what those are about. We've got the shift swap upgrade, which is neat. We've got this big gun.
Charlie and Thea are being naughty.
Cutscene.
Flouting the protocol for a little fun. if I get in on the action...
They did a Tommy gun with a drum reloader. Okay. Okay, so we get the cutscene because it's like, this is part of the ideal solution. I have 14,000 residuum. So it would take me 8k for that, 10k for Swapper. Well, I'm gonna have Swapper. And then, how much stuff can I sell? Move faster when crouched. Oh, I do want that. But I don't need that. Or that, or that, or that. No, wrong button. And if I'm taking Swift Shadow, then I'll probably remove Hard-Headed. Oh no, probably remove Comeback Kid. And that gives me 12k, I need 13k. Okay, I can do this. So, infuse Swift Shadow. Get rid of that and that. And then I have enough. Infuse the 50-50. There we go. Nailed it. Let's give it a faster reload. Slows enemies down on hit, love that. We upgrade our shift slab again. And then it looks like yeah. Looks like Wenji is the only person we currently have, the only visionary we have access to at the minute, because I can assume Charlie, Sophia won't be freestarred because, you know, Charlie is dead. So let's go to the complex. And tag Wenji. I can redirect the Halpsis laser to the battery station. It may blast itself free. Anyway, let's go to the complex. But we are not going to be going to the complex. We are going to be leaving it at that. So while this does its loading screen, I will start doing the wrap-up. Thanks to everyone who's turned up and watched me die a lot. 8 deaths, I'll take that. Yeah, thanks for staying to the end, means a lot. If you've been watching this, you know where to find me, but just in case, this is twitch.tv/Serasent, that's SERASENT, the House of Hubris, streaming here every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday at 2 PM British time, that is 9 AM Eastern, 6 Pacific, other time zones are available. And we will be continuing the loop until morale improves, by which I mean I beat the game. It'll happen eventually, we may be a while. Yeah.
How does it feel to be dead?
At least I left a pretty corpse.
Next time, focus less on the outfit and more on situational awareness. Ah, what the fuck? No wonder she hates me. She misses all my best material.
Calm down, Cole. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, so if you want to know when I am here, and you can't be bothered to do the maths for your time zone, why not throw me a follow, or do that anyway, you know. That way you'll get notified whenever I'm live. If you do miss me, then VODs are on the channel for 8 weeks after the fact. For everything else, you can go to the YouTube. Link is down there. But just in case, that is youtube.com/@houseofhubris, where you can find all the VODs going back to the very start of the channel, which is over 2 years now. There's lots of games in there, so we've probably played something you'll like. And if not, let us know what would be. Words. While you're there, why not subscribe? Free to subscribe on YouTube. Gets me closer to some nifty functions, but more importantly, gets hot, fresh VODs in your subscription feed every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Then, yeah. If you feel like supporting me disappearing like the ghost of a shadow of a dream financially, you can, of course, cheer or subscribe on Twitch. But you very much don't need to. Just turn up and hang out and be chill and be good to each other, and then everyone's having a good time. What else? If you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, you should probably look at my Twitter, link down there, but again, it's Twitter at House of Hubris, where you can see me doing memes and, I don't know, shouting about the world and all the other things one does with a Twitter. And stream notifications. If you feel like supporting me disappearing like a ghost of a shadow of a memory by Fallout Boy. Yeah, exactly. I am just a living Fallout Boy song, it's true. It's not true. Yeah, I think that is it. Don't have any more projects to plug currently at the moment, so instead I will just say once again, thank you all for being here, love you all, and I will see you again on Thursday for more Deathloop. Bye.